Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. For those who are unfamiliar with the series, every 10 episodes, I let the most liked comment from my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube communities randomly decide what I play, and the community the wheel landed on was TikTok that decided to pick The Binding of Isaac for today's game. And for those of you who are wondering, the most liked game was a tie between it and Hollow Knight on Instagram. The Binding of Isaac follows a boy who was seen as impure and corrupted due to society, so in order to cleanse him, his mother plans to take his life as that's what God instructed her to do. But thankfully, before he's caught, he manages to find a secret route to his basement, and now it's up to him to find a way out and take down his mother in the process. The gameplay makes usage of both directional keys with WASD to move and the up, down, left, and right arrows to shoot your tears. Along with tears, you had coins to collect to buy power-ups, bombs to use against enemies or destroy rocks to get items, and keys that open up locked doors and chests. There were also different power-ups you could collect as you went through rooms, which recharged after you took down a certain amount of enemies. There were a wide variety of enemies that would come at you in each room, as well as alternate forms that give you items or grant you health, but there was no escape until you beat them, as the doors would lock until all of them were taken care of. Each room in this game was randomly generated by different seeds, so while you would run into the same setups every now and then, you would never know entirely what was next. But when you did eventually find the exit for each level, you were greeted by a boss that would stand in your way. The game featured a bunch of bosses that were also randomly generated depending on how far you were in the game. Some fights were easy while other bosses were unforgivable, and in the event you did run out of health, get ready to start all the way over from the beginning, as this game was also a roguelike. But in true roguelike fashion, there was always something new to learn on each run, as this game was packed with content. There were specialty rooms such as item rooms for free special items and tiers, hidden rooms that have extra loot, challenge rooms that would give you an item but in return you had to fight through multiple waves of enemies to escape, as well as a ton of other ones that'd show up along the way too if you were lucky enough. But one other room I'd like to focus on is the mini boss room that featured the 7 sins that tie into a deeper meaning when you progress through the story, which also features multiple endings depending on how you play. Focusing on the items though, there's close to 200 of them that you can come across, which range from giving your tiers different properties, giving you stat boost or debuffs if you're unlucky, and being single use helpers. While some do stack, others only allow you to carry one at a time, which still works out fine as the amount of combos your layout can have allows you to set up things any way you please. The praise of this being one of the most popular roguelikes is well earned, as I had a great time playing and it was the right balance of fun and challenging, which is a hard mix to master. There weren't any major complaints to be had, with only small ones like the occasional bad seed on a level or hitting enemies became difficult at times due to precision needed, but honestly I just chalk that up to a skill issue on my end. So taking everything into account, I'd have to give this game a weeping angel out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment about what you think about this game, and I'll see you guys in the next one.